So hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are keeping in good health by the grace of God. So today children, I'll be taking a new lesson, poem, and I want you all to open your English textbook, First Flight, and we are going to read a new poem today. That is, our topic for today is How to Tell Wild Animals, written by Caroline Wells. So first of all, you will open your textbook and then you will read the line and then you will try to understand what I'm going to teach you. So this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, is written by Caroline Wells. So before I proceed with the poem, I want you to know something about the writer, because it is always helpful, it is always good to know about the background of the writer. So let me tell you something about Caroline Wells. So Caroline Wells was born on 18th June 1862 in New Jersey. She was an American writer and she has written many novels, and among her most famous novels were the Fleming Stone detective stories. So this was one of her most famous novels that she has written. So students, in this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, um, the poet is describing about the various characteristics, about the various behavior of different wild animals. So students, you know what are wild animals. So wild animals are those animals that you find in the jungle, in the deep forest. So they cannot be tamed, they cannot be kept at home. They are not domestic animals. So they are free in the jungle, and all of these wild animals, they have their own characters, they have their own characteristics, they have their own behavior. So in this poem, Caroline Wells explained the poem in a very humorous way, in a very lively way, describing about the different characteristics of different animals. So this is a very beautiful poem, and while reading her poem, we can understand her feelings. She has put us in such a situation that we ourselves can feel the different jungle life. Uh, so we will all try to today, before reading the poem, I would like to tell you, all of you, to imagine yourself that you all are going in the jungle. You are going to experience something new. You're going to experience the feeling when those wild animals are going to attack you, and how you'll be able to distinguish what type of wild animals are attacking you by their behavior and by their characteristics. So now we will open our book and we will proceed with the poem. So the first stanza of the poem is, if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as if you are dying, you'll know it is the ancient lion. So the poetess has told us that suppose if ever by any chance, if you happen to go in the jungles of the countries in the east, and then suddenly one wild creature will come near you, and the creature is so terrible to look at. It is big, it is huge, and its color is tawny. That is, tawny means here, it means like deep color, brownish color. So when a wild animal will come near you who has a brownish color and who is very terrible looking, will come near to you, and it will roar at you, it will shout at you. You'll be so afraid that you will feel like you are dying. So when this kind of animals will come near you, will shout at you, will roar at you, and who has a very terrible looking face, big, huge, so you can assume that it is the ancient lion. So these are the characteristics of the ancient lion. So next stanza, or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you, with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. So what does the poetess says in the next stanza? So sometimes if you happen to be roaming around, if you happen to be going around, and then suddenly one beast welcomes you, greets you, and the beast will be having black stripes on his yellow skin, having black stripes and in his yellow skin. So, and suddenly as soon as this beast will see you, he will jump on you and he will eat you. Then you can make out that this is the tiger, the Bengal tiger. So the Bengal tiger will eat you up. He will jump on you and he will be having a black stripe on his yellow skin. So from his character, the way he behaves, you can make out that it is a Bengal tiger. So let us go to the next stanza. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots it's peppered, as soon as he leaped on you, you will know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. So even here, suppose you are taking a walk, if you are strolling, taking a walk, and suddenly in front of you, one beast will come, one terrible looking creature will come, and you see that in the skin there is black spots. It is a spotted animal, so his skin is covered with spots. And then as soon as that creature with the spotted skin will jump on you, and then he will jump on you and try to eat you up, at that time you will feel, you may be crying out with pain, you may be in great pain. So but this animal will not let you free. He will continue to eat you to death. So when you face this kind of creature, you can make out that it is the leopard. So the leopard has a black spot on his body. As soon as he will see you, he will jump on you and he will pounce on you and he will eat you up. Even if you are crying with pain, even if you want to be free, still then the leopard has no mercy. He will eat you up. So this is the characteristics of how a leopard will of a leopard. So next page, turn to the next page. So in this stanza, you will see, see your books. If when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure that it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. So suppose you are taking a walk, you are going for a walk in your garden, in your compound, and suddenly you meet a creature there who will give you a hug, who will embrace you. Then you can make out that it is the bear. So the bear will give you a hug, and this hug may seem friendly to you, but this is not a friendly hug. The bear will hug you so tight that you may feel suffocated. He will hug you to death. He will embrace you to death. So when you see a creature coming and hugging you, embracing you and hugging you tight, you can be sure that this is the bear who is hugging you to death. So these are the characteristics of how a bear behaves when he is attacking his victim. So next paragraph is, though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyenas thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, the crocodile. So you see that sometimes for those inexperienced people, those who are not at all experienced in distinguish different kinds of animals, wild animals, they may not be able to distinguish what type of animals they are. So as such, you may get deceived. So the crocodile and the hyenas are very deceptive animals. So when you see that the creature who will smile in a very funny way, in a very weird way, before attacking you, you can be sure that is the hyena. So the hyena will attack you, and it will attack you with a smile on its face. It has a very funny face. So hyenas are very deceptive. And suppose you see a creature who will shed tears, who will weep, so you can make out that is a crocodile. So the crocodile always shed a tear, the crocodile weeps before attacking its victim. So in the same way, the hyena will smile, the hyena will laugh in a very weird way. And when you find a creature laughing before you are being attacked, then you can make out that it is a hyena. And regarding the crocodile will weep before it attacks you. So with these characteristics, you can make out what type of animals they are. So these are the characteristics, how they behave before attacking their victims. So in the last stanza, the true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, 'tis the chameleon you see. So what's a chameleon? The chameleon is a very small animal. It looks more or less it looks like a lizard. And the chameleon does not have any ears. It does not have any ears, and it does not have a wings also. It doesn't have a single wings. So if you find this type of creature who looks like a lizard, who doesn't have ears, who doesn't have wings, and who sits in the branches of trees alone, so you can assume and make out that this is a chameleon. So these are the characteristics of the chameleon, is that he looks like a lizard, he doesn't have ears, he doesn't have wings, and he sits alone in the branches of a tree. And the chameleon is capable of changing its colors according to the surroundings. So with all these characteristics of the animals, you can make out what type of animals they are. So with this, we have come to the end of the poem. I hope, dear students, you have understood the poems. And you will, after reading this this poem line by line, you'll be reading in a rhyming manner. And after that, you will try to solve the textual question answers. And you will give a thorough reading. As you all know, reading is important. And so with this, I would like to take leave of you. Thank you, children.